everybody, welcome back to my channel. We have a daily yoga flow today, so let's get started down on our backs in a comfortable position of your choice. I have my feet flat on the ground with the knees facing up towards the sky, one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. When you feel comfortable, close down the eyes and start to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose or the mouth. And take a second here to notice where that movement is going. Is it more in your chest, or can you feel it down in your belly? I encourage you to send the breath downwards and to start feeling that movement of the belly rising and falling against your hand. Let this movement of the belly become a meditation in and of itself. And whatever kind of day you've had, let this be the moment to drop all of that like you were taking a hat off at the bottom of your mat. And you can collect your hat, you can collect that feeling, those events as you leave, but you may find that you don't want to. Allowing this moment to just be exactly what it is, in the present, taking time for yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit. You are completely worthy of this time. Now start to bring the knees in towards the chest and give yourself a little rock from side to side. Just massaging the lower back, and then if it feels good to you, you can start to circle the knees away from each other and then back towards each other. When you've done a couple of circles one way, reverse that circle so the feet push away from you and then coming back in towards the chest. Just gently mobilizing through the hip joint. And now bringing your knees with you, start to roll over onto the left side. You're going to extend your left arm straight out from your shoulder, placing the right hand on top of it in a sort of crocodile shape. We're going to start to trace a big circle with that top right hand up and overhead into a twisted position, and then keep that circle going so that it traces your hip and then back to the start position on top of your left hand. We're going to take 3 of these circles, and the aim is to keep the fingertips connected to the ground for as long as you possibly can. This mobilizes the shoulder joint, works through a beautiful twist, and if done in a steady, soft way, can be quite meditative as well. And then rolling through center, you're simply going to take that same exercise on the other side. So on your right side, start to draw those big old circles, really nice and slow and continuous all the way around. Stacking the hips and then opening up through the shoulders, coming into that twist. Just one more of these. And then rolling your way all the way back to center. Squeeze the knees in towards your chest once more, maybe bringing your nose to meet your knees to find a little bit of compression, and then bringing the fingertips behind the knees, start to rock back and forth, eventually landing into a comfortable seat of your choice. We're going to take a couple of simple neck stretches here. So start to draw circles with your nose down towards your chest, over towards one shoulder, up to the sky, and then the opposite shoulder. We're going to take 2 nice slow circles each way. and change your direction if you haven't already. And then coming back through center. Gorgeous job, everybody. We're going to take a nice lateral neck stretch here. So you're going to bring your left hand on top of your right ear, give it a gentle tug, and then extending the right arm, maybe flexing the right wrist. And you can take some gentle movement here just to feel where the neck needs the stretch the most. And then simply swapping over towards the other side, keeping the sit bones on the ground. And then trying to lower that left shoulder as much as you possibly can in this position. Beautiful, everybody. From here, bringing your hands to your shoulders, we're going to take some big looping shoulder circles here. We're going to take 4 backwards, really exaggerating that circle shape, and then taking 4 forwards. Just waking up through those muscles, through the shoulder joint, and then hands back to the knees. Now, from here, we're going to take a bit of a pec stretch, shoulder stretch. So starting to walk the hands back behind you with the fingertips facing towards the back of the mat. So the fingertips are facing away from you. Once you're in a position where you can feel the stretch, but it doesn't feel painful, start to lift the chest up towards the sky and try to avoid locking out your elbows. I definitely have problems with locking out my elbows, so this is also a note for me. Just holding here for a couple of breaths and then walking the fingertips back in towards your bum and find your way to a tabletop all fours position. From here, taking a couple of traditional style cat-cows, so dropping the belly, lifting the chin and the chest, and then exhale, rounding through the spine, shoulder blades glide away from one another. You can go at my pace, a little slower, a little faster, whatever your body needs today. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come into a thread the needle stretch. So bringing your left arm all the way to the sky and then thread the left arm underneath the right arm, resting the shoulder on the ground. Extend the right fingertips forward. And then options here, you can stay as you are, or you can extend through that right leg, taking the toes back. And then if you're feeling strong and brave, you can lift that leg off the ground as well, finding a sense of balance and stability in this pose. And if there's a couple of wobbles, that's pretty normal. Bring the toes back down, readjust yourself back to tabletop position. From here, start to turn your body so that you're resting on your right knee, your right palm, and you're extending your left leg out long with the left arm stretched up and overhead so that you get a beautiful side body stretch down the hip, down the side body, and the armpit. Option to lift that left leg off the ground. Option to bend the left knee and grab the foot with the left hand, coming into a back bend balance. If you are in that back bend, maybe you want to challenge yourself by taking your gaze up towards the sky. Beautiful. Coming back, you're going to start to lift the body up, keeping the legs as they are, coming into a side body stretch over towards your left, so towards your outstretched leg. This is gate pose. Squeezing the glutes to keep you nice and stable, coming back up and then all the way up and over and back to your tabletop position. We're going to do all of those poses on the other side, but take a quick cat-cow to wipe the slate clean before we start this next side. Okay. Thread the needle. So you're going to take your other arm up to the sky this time, thread the needle underneath, and then crawl the fingertips forward. From here, you have the same options. You can extend that left leg. You might want to lift the left toes off the ground if you feel comfortable and safe to do so, really pressing into your right shoulder to keep you stable. Don't forget to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. And then gently reset, unravel yourself. We're going to be coming into that modified side plank on the other side. So you're going to be resting on your left knee. Your right leg is going to extend. Your right arm is going to extend, finding that side body stretch on the other side. And then the same options here. You can lift the leg off the ground so that it's in line with the hip. You can bend the knee and try to reach for the foot, same arm as leg. Stabilizing with the bottom leg and the bottom palm, and maybe taking your gaze up towards the sky. Beautiful. Unraveling, coming to your gate pose, so bringing the body up, keeping the legs as they are, and taking that side body stretch over towards the extended leg. Give your glutes a little bit of a squeeze to come back up through center and then windmill the arms so that you come back down to the mat and back into your tabletop position. Again, a cat-cow to wipe the slate clean. And you can always come off the wrist for a moment if you need to as well. We're going to come into a high plank here, option to keep the knees down, but just taking a couple of breaths here to engage through the core. We don't have anything too crazy active in this flow. So this is our one bit of real core engagement that we're including. And then taking the hips up and back into downward facing dog, pushing the ground away. From here, lifting the right leg all the way up to the sky, stack the hips, bend the knee, coming into an open leg, three-legged dog. From here, bringing that right knee in towards the chest, you're going to place the right foot down on the ground and lower down the back left knee. Reach the arms all the way up to the sky, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs towards each other, and then take a side body stretch in your low lunge position. So your left arm is going to stretch over towards the right side. You can bring the right hand to the thigh, or you can hang it down by your side as well. Beautiful. Bring the arms back up to the sky and then fingertips down and hinge the hips back, straightening through the right leg, flexing the right toes into half splits position. This is stretching through the belly of that hamstring muscle. Rolling forward back into your low lunge, slightly turn out the right toes, and then reach back towards the back end of your mat with your right arm. Option to just do the twist, or you can grab for your back foot, coming into a quad stretch. You could pull that foot closer to your bum, or you could let it fall open a little bit so that it becomes more of a twist than a quad stretch, whatever your body needs today. Let the foot go with control if you had it, and then heel toe the right foot further out towards the right, becoming into lizard. You can be on your fingertips, on your hands, down onto your forearm, but whichever position you're in, you want to be feeling the opening into the right hip. Notice if your knee is further forward than your foot, and if it is, just crawl that foot forward a little bit. From here, you're going to bring your right foot straight out from the right hip so that you're resting on your left knee. And we're just going to take some pulses back so that we're stretching gently through the inner thigh of the right leg. After a couple of pulses, you're going to hold where you can feel the stretch the most, where it's an area of sensation but not pain. Very nice. And then start to bring that right foot back behind you and then lift the foot off the ground. We're going to come into a bird dog position. So extend the left arm long. And then option here to reach back for your right foot with the left arm, coming into tiger pose. So a gentle back bend here, lifting the chest. And you can always just be reaching for the foot, staying in that bird dog, or even have the fingertips and the toes on the ground, just gently engaging that core. Okay, let's do the other side. Downward facing dog. You're going to take your left leg all the way to the sky and then bend the knee and open out the hip. Extend the leg, bring the knee in towards the chest and bring that left foot down between your hands. Nice low lunge here, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, start to sink the hips down. Bring the left hand down towards the left thigh, and then take the side body stretch over towards the left with the right arm. Coming back up through center, we're going to find that hinge into half split. So bring the fingertips down, straighten through the left leg this time, flexing through the left toes, lift the chest for a moment, and then bring the forehead down towards the shin. It's probably not going to meet it, but it's just in intention. And you can always pad that knee that's on the ground as well with a blanket or folding over your mat. Bring the left toes slightly out towards the left, reach back with the left arm, looking towards the back of the mat, and then option to reach for that foot, come for the quad stretch. If you're really not feeling that stretch today, that's all good. You can just take the twist. Beautiful, everybody. Let the foot go, let the twist go, and take your left foot further out towards the left and find your version of lizard. It doesn't necessarily have to look like it looked on the other side either. Maybe on this side you're a little bit tighter and you want to stay longer on your hands rather than going down to the forearms. All good. Just listen to what your body's saying today. Hands back to the mat. Take that left foot straight out from the left hip. The toes are going to face parallel and forward, and pulsing back into that inner thigh stretch, lengthening through the groin muscle, and then holding the stretch where you feel a little sensation, nothing crazy. Very nice, everybody. Take that left foot back behind you and then lift it off the ground. Coming into bird dog, so extending your right fingertips long and off the mat. And then same options here to find that tiger pose, or you can hold the bird dog, or you can hold with your toes down and your fingertips down, just extending the limbs. If you're in tiger pose, make sure that you're really lifting through that chest and pushing the ground away. Beautiful. Gently unravel, tuck the toes under, and find downward facing dog one last time, just pedaling out through the feet, bending one knee at a time. And then bringing the knees down, untuck the toes, and sit back onto your heels. If this isn't comfortable, you can come to a cross-legged seat as we did at the start of class. Just resting the hands in the lap and breathing in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. Gently closing the practice. Maybe bringing the hands to the body again to feel that breath. And notice if you want to pick up the baggage that you left at the top of your mat. See if you feel any differently about it, if you have a new sense of perspective. Whether you have or haven't. And so glad that you practiced with me today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on the next video.